everybody.
I'm Kimile.
And I'm Gretchen, and we're
Back Home Beauties.
with our headgear on at the finest.
Headbands.
We decided to be separate animals tonight because we can't find the matching set, and we don't care.
And Easter's coming. We have got to get some bunny ears. I am finding some bunny ears. I gotta go to
or maybe some Easter eggs or something.
Something Eastery.
Have you seen those? Have you seen those people? They try to make those lamb cakes for Easter.
No,
and they look horrible.
Lamb cakes? Like, is it like a food?
Well, no, it's like a cake. And it's the shape of a lamb.
Oh, no.
But the icing's all slid. And the eyeballs are like my boobs sometimes.
I can't do that stuff. I'm not good at that stuff.
I've never had lamb. Because I was always taught Jesus was the Lamb of God. So I was like, I can't eat Jesus.
Oh, that's funny. I've had a little, it's kind of been mixed in with other things, I think. But I don't love lamb. I might like it if it's cooked right. I don't know. I'm open to trying it.
We'll go to Ireland.
We'll go to Ireland and get some lamb.
Ireland and eat some lamb.
Yeah. Where's the buffalo? Where's the bison? Have you ever had bison?
I have.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Do you know what I had last week?
What?
Y'all.
Jerky?
No. I love jerky.
I do too.
So my youngest son is, all my boys are into, working out.
Hunting, camping, yep.
No, they're into working out, right?
They are.
So if you go at where we live, there's a grocery store called Winco, and you can get unique meats.
Yes.
Carver got a cow heart.
He did.
And he grilled it like a steak.
Carver?
Yeah. And you can get a heart for like $4, right?
No way.
So he grilled this cow heart.
They
got all kinds of shit there.
Tell him to get me some gizzards.
You want to eat them?
I love gizzards.
Oh, you love them? Do you fry them?
We fry the gizzard with the turkey. Sorry to interrupt, but I want some gizzards. So I can never find any gizzards. At Harmon's, they don't have gizzards. So
that's because Harmon's too bougie for gizzards.
They are bougie. So would you please?
Gosh.
I want to fry up some gizzards. So tell him to give me some. I'll pay him back.
Okay.
Freeze them for me. Yeah.
So he cooks this steak, and he's like, "Mom, will you try it?" And I go,
"It wasn't steak. It was heart."
It was hard, but he cooks it like on the grill, right?
I mean, how's it look?
So there's, how like a steak has marbling, you can see the fat in there,
and it's flat.
It's a chunk, right?
So it's like a fillet.
It's like a filet mignon.
Yeah,
it's it's a heart.
What's the texture?
So here's the deal. It was it was a lot like steak.
Okay.
And in my mind, I was like, it tastes like barbecue steak, like it's cooked on a grill.
Does it really?
Right? But it's a different texture because there's no fat.
Oh.
So if he hadn't have told me and I didn't see it, because when it's cut, it's like it's just solid meat. You know what I'm saying? And I get that it's super good for you. It was kind of a mental thing.
Organ meats are really healthy, apparently.
I know Cutler, my other son, was eating, I think he was eating cow liver. He kind of had talked himself into that one.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, raw eggs or something. I'd be like, but I have stabbed myself in the leg with a needle before. So you have to prep yourself for this stuff. I don't think I could do Fear Factor. You've seen Fear Factor.
You know what? No. You know why? Because they put you in a damn glass coffin and let rodents run all over you.
I ain't doing it. No, I'm agreement.
Cockroaches.
I would probably have to just say, no, thank you. I mean, some things I can probably handle.
No, that is not what you would say, Kimile. You would say, F no.
I'm not doing it. No, some of the things I just would not. The money's not worth it.
Okay, the drinking. You remember when they would like make those milkshakes?
Yeah.
And just drink that shit?
Okay, that would just gag me.
Or like they're climbing like ladder ropes.
Yes.
Ladders over an ocean off of a damn helicopter.
Yeah, they're dangling.
No.
I guess you drop in the water, you ain't gonna die. But that is some dangerous shit, And then some gaggy shit. I mean, the smell. Look, I can't get past the smell of some things. If it's reeky, I just can't even. I can't. If it's just gonna. Oh God.
I tried to get you to smell that tampon last week.
Oh, you did not. You did not.
That was not used.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
That'll.
But I was thinking legit. You did not.
No.
Okay. No. The strawberry. What was it?
That was the lotion, but we were talking about that
okay.
chick, y'all, that decorated her bathroom with a tampon.
That's right.
Taped.
That's not a bad idea.
Really, Kimile? You were all hate on that last week. What happened to you?
I was saying she must be high. She's just got to be high. I mean, she's in the bathroom going, I think I'm going to Wow, what an idea.
not? Let's
And
just
she was
keep
polka
going.
dot and everything, right?
Yeah.
It was just all polka
what
dot.
else would you do?
Black.
Would you be like, I love Jesus and Elvis? I don't know.
But I guess it could be used as a brush, a paintbrush. But
It
no,
did.
I'm like, if
Before
this
you know
smell-
it, y'all, I should do a makeup tutorial with a tampon.
You might go viral. You could go viral. Miss USA is using a tampon on her lips, y'all.
Goodness.
You
Because you
go.
use you use Q-tips,
You do.
right?
I do. Whenever I'm crying, I have to.
How
get
many of
my-
those are in your bra right now?
I probably got 2. I just put 3 in there.
It
In
started
case
out with
I have
12.
how many clients I got a day. If I got 3 clients, I might tear up with 3 people. I
know.
love my work. I love my people, and I get emotional with
You
people.
get emotional. So I started using some castor oil on my face.
I use that all the time.
Do you know where I like it, y'all?
Where?
Well, we talked about this. I put it in my belly button at night because the belly button's super receptive. It has
That's right.
receptacles. Is that the word?
Good for your hormones. That's right.
And then like any area that's been shaved.
Oh, like waxed? Or no, you're a
Okay,
shaver.
well you could do you get
When
your wispies
I do.
done.
I get my
but
wispies done. I put castor
you
oil on
could-
it. I
you
do.
could put some castor oil on it.
I do. I put that. My
You know what
elbows.
You know what else I've been doing? I've been doing this, y'all. You should try this.
What?
Coffee grinds.
On your face?
It's a great exfoliant. It is a brightener.
I could see that.
So, but let me warn you, a little dab will do you. Okay,
Well, caffeine's going to hit your system, babe.
it's a good thing in the morning.
But do you feel like you get a little charge? Because look,
Jesus charges me, Camille. I don't know.
I think coffee grinds are. Even like if you're doing a coffee enema, you're getting a little charge.
We have been trying to talk Aaron into doing the coffee enema.
He ain't having it. He ain't having it.
He is not doing it. And you know what? I had a daughter tell me that she knew of somebody that bought a coffee enema kit and it cost like $125.
That's
And I'm like,
ripping you off.
It's just coffee.
Well, it's different coffee. I think it has less caffeine in it. It's like a different kind of coffee. And maybe it is worth it, but I think there's a bucket with it and a hose and stuff like that. You can hang that bucket above the toilet, and then when you insert the tube.
How
Have
do
you
you
ever
put
done
that?
that?
No, hell no.
Oh, I
How
have.
do you actually? Does the tube? Is the tube? It's not going to be a blunt end like a hose, like
No.
a garden hose.
Well, you gotta
have an insert.
You ever heard of a Colema board?
No.
So you have a colonic. You ever heard of
Yes.
Okay, so colonics are where you go to professional and they insert a tube, hold.
Pay somebody all to shove something up your ass, and then they're going to squirt
just
things
something up your ass. It's a water. Okay, it's mostly just water.
You pay somebody to put water up your
I
ass?
have done colonics. Yes, I have.
It's just water?
It's just water, and then you're
Why
laying
are you
there on
paying them?
because it helps your digestion.
No,
If
why are you paying them? Why don't you just shove it up your ass?
Well, I don't want to clean up at home. Look, it's just easier. And if you get someone that's not weird
You
about
did it on the beach, didn't you?
I did not do it on the beach.
Yes, you did, Camille. You had a tent and you were laying on the beach.
If they would have, I might have. I'm just going to say. That might be kind of fun. Anyway, but you lay on your left side and then they have the tipping, like you said. It can't just be the hose, but they have like an insert tip, and it's a very small.
How many of y'all are puckering right now?
A little small itty bitty tube, okay, and then it kind of goes in, and you have to go in a certain way because if you're loading the colon up with water, you can't have it. It can't come right out. It's got to be in there, and then there's like it kind of tapes your butt cheeks, but you kind of put that tube in there far enough, maybe 3 or 4 inches.
Are you like this? Ooh, ooh.
No, because it's so small. It's really small, and then he slowly lets the water.
Oh, it's a
in.
he?
Well, my guy was a he, but there's females.
Hey, I'm Camille.
I've
There's
had
my
both.
butt.
I've had both. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's me. My butt. That's me. But I've done that. And that's actually pretty.
How much water are they putting in there?
Half a gallon or a gallon. Seriously, whatever you can hold. And then you want to stop and say, okay, and then you try and hold it for a while to kind of.
Wait, is he taking out the hose and then you got a butt tight?
It's the weirdest thing. I really need to look at this technology, but literally like that, there's an insert and then there's a tube attached to it, and so when he releases the valve, it kind of pulls it out of you.
It sucks it out.
It sucks it out, but it's a different tube because it's coming out one tube and in another tube. I'm not sure exactly.
It's got to be a splitter.
It's got to be a split tube.
Huh?
I
Here's
think
your
it's a
tube,
split
y'all. Here's the insert water. Here's the excerpt
the
poop.
flow in and the flow out.
Oh,
Yeah.
we are plumbers.
So it is, and then again, it's a pretty incredible. And then he has probiotics. You can put things in it like wheatgrass, whatever, because that does help stimulate your bacteria growth. If you've got SIBO, if you've had a lot of antibiotics, it's healthy to do this kind of stuff.
Okay, so let's get back to
then
the
to the
coffee.
Colema. Okay, well, the Colema board. It's a board that you put on a chair and then on the toilet. You lift all the seats up on the toilet and you kind of lay it there. And it's kind of like a hole right here. And then you slide your butt down to that hole, okay? But you've got the tube in. You've got the tube in.
Where do you put
and
the
there's
tube
a pincher
in?
on the tube. Well, you're going to... You have to put
It's a stop and waste, y'all.
There's a clamp on it. Exactly right. You've got to have a clamp. And you put a little Vaseline or something so it slips.
Oh, yeah, you need some lube.
Slips right in there. Okay. And
Have you done that by yourself?
I have. Yes, I have. I used to do this routinely because I just thought that was a healthy way to be. I did. I'm a
What's
clean freak.
routine? What does that mean?
Oh, about twice a month. I did this twice a month. But but the coffee enema, you put a bucket above you so the gravity is where the drain is.
Is it like an IV bag?
You could probably get those, but this is literally a bucket. And then you put the coffee water in there, or just plain water, warm water, so it's not freezing you. And you stick it in there, and then you do have to clamp it. You can usually release without having to yank it out of your butt. Just going to say.
What do you mean
I can't believe I'm telling you all this.
What do you mean release?
Well, you
On
have
the stop and waste?
You have to push the stopper so the water's done going in, okay? And then sometimes you pull that out, and then you have your release. You have your... There you go. The flood is open. You floodgate.
What's the idea with a board on the toilet seat?
It's just easier than having to, it's like if you're
it gets you in the right position?
You're literally, think of the stirrups when you're doing an OBGY, because and so you're literally already there, and then your butt is, there's a hole there, so it kind of like your butt's hanging off, and there you go. It just goes right in the toilet. It's for cleanliness probably, and ease, but you're kind of laying there.
Are you buying this on the Zon? How are you getting this?
I did. Actually, I think back in the day I bought it from some person. I just looked
Ew.
up. It was brand new. It wasn't like they shipped it to me. It wasn't used.
She's on KSL.
But Colema board, literally it's called the Colema board, yeah.
How do you spell that?
Colema, Colema board.
Colema board.
Colema board, yeah. But if you're going to do it yourself, you DIY it.
Do you go online and you buy an anal tube? What do you buy?
You want to get, it's a kit. Usually they come as a kit, so you get the board and the bucket and the tubing and a couple of inserts. I mean, I kind of didn't ever use the same one again, but you.
I was gonna put this in the dishwasher, kids. It's all right.
Oh no, we never did. We just showed it. But think about even going in for a colonoscopy. Okay, I mean,
propofol.
Right. Well, yeah, you don't remember, but it again. Even when you're doing the colon blow, I mean, what's that? They have a product that you have to blow your colon out before you go in for that. But
y'all, I saved that recipe.
And maybe that's actually an easier colon blow instead of a Colema. But I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know. The colon blow stuff takes hours. Except Aaron's not here, so he's probably like, "Shut the hell up! Stop talking about me." But when he had colon cancer. So when he had one of his colonoscopies, his colon prep. Like it didn't take all day, all night.
What?
Literally, I was like, I got to take off work and
just
stay by the toilet.
Seriously, it was an 8-hour,
right?
Just water going through me. Yeah, it was terrible. But
coffee blow. So a coffee is that what's called?
I call it colon blow. But you do want a coffee. Coffee enemas are really good for you. They really are.
Oh my goodness! So do you just brew your own coffee and then you let it get room temp? Y'all don't do it. Please don't do it when it's hot.
Don't burn your
Let's
asshole.
think about it.
Don't burn your asshole. Okay.
You'll be boiling your intestines. You're gonna have like a whole new dinner recipe.
Oop, you can burn
don't do that.
And then try to put that pucker's gonna hurt. Don't do it. And or you get the coffee grounds that are literally meant for enemas. So there is a difference. There is I think less caffeine. Yeah. Well, you gotta understand. I mean, that coffee is gonna go in your intestine. You're gonna have you're going to be buzzing because that caffeine. Exactly. And coffee can dehydrate you. So you got to be careful with that. But again, coffee enemas are ultimately very healthy.
Okay.
Just saying. How do we get talk? We wouldn't even know what we're talking about.
I was talking about I'm using coffee grinds.
Why do we always talk about
exfoliant?
Pooping? You and me have what I think men do this. Men talk about their poop all the time. What we do this too is your best friends. You talk about your poop. We talk about our poop.
We're just trying to help save America.
One enema at a time. One enema at a time. That's right. Yeah, tell it. No, we don't want to hear your experience with the
never mind. No, but
you do it too. If you try it first,
couples. It's like like a couples massage. It's a couples enema. No.
Gross.
No, there are certain that I draw the limit on. But you know what? I will say, if you're in pain, I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you anything. But if you're in pain, that is something you want to think about, trying to get some relief.
That's right. That's right.
You know?
Well, colon blockage is no joke. I mean, that is a dangerous.
It's toxic.
Yeah, no, it's dangerous.
Right?
It could kill you. It can literally burst your intestines. So you have to make sure you manage that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'll tell you something that makes you could go is Ultima electrolyte drink. I mean, you drink enough of that stuff. I'm telling you, you cannot help but go.
No, I miss it.
Or some baking soda and water, salt and water. Like this stuff really does pull things out of you. So, just drink a teaspoon. Try with a teaspoon. Start with a teaspoon of baking soda and water every morning. But that really does help you.
You're going to take a cup and a half.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of water.
You're going to be cursing me. No, do a teaspoon at a time. And, again, if you really have to go, do it maybe 3 glasses of the day.
I think I remember my mom talking about when she was little, she had to drink castor oil.
That was always good. That was good for you.
No, I think, according
made
to
you
her, she goes, this was like our Saturday night ritual. My granny would do their hair, my
castor
mom and her
oil.
aunt, get their hair all curled for church and give them castor oil. And then they had to poop during church and they couldn't get up and go. But she swears they both have always had problems, and they think it's because of that.
No, I highly doubt that. But they probably had intestinal issues in the family.
Could you? Well, I read stuff people drink olive oil.
Olive oil, yeah.
I know it's good for
olive oil, lemon, and something else you can purge. Oh, it's Epsom salts, and it's got to be pharmacy grade, edible grade. But you can do those 3 things, and you can purge gallstones out of your liver. You can purge any stone out of your liver. So there's amazing things.
We're not doctors, so please
don't try this at home. Yeah.
Check with your physician. Kimile and I are not doctors, but we're just going to tell you, we put coffee grounds on our face and she puts it up her butt. That's all I'm going to say. I go here, she goes there.
I'll tell you though, I went to OHI, Optimum Health Institute, years ago with my dear friend Jan, and we were doing wheatgrass up the butt and everything, and I had the most spiritual experience there. Okay,
you had Mother Teresa come and visit you while
it was
you had
Mother Mary. It was Mother Mary.
Oh, even better.
I know.
I had up the butt?
That was after I was like 3 days of just colonic and wheatgrass, and all you're eating is grains.
You were so clean.
I was clean.
You were like a cow.
I was a baby. I was a brand new babe, and I was in a meditation, and I closed my eyes, and just then there was this beautiful face in front of me, and it was like, follow me.
Here's the deal, Kimile. You're
incredible.
So spiritual. You could have had Taco Bell all in you, and she still would have showed up.
I don't know. Yeah. That was an incredible moment, though. Really.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't
How
realize
many people in life can say that the Virgin Mary came to them?
I think the Beatles, because they sing about her. They're like, let it be, let it be. Remember that song? They're talking about Mother Mary. I swear they are. And Mother Mary comes to me and says, let it be. Yes, so I think the Beatles, at least one of them.
On Sesame Street, they called it Let Her Be.
Oh, honey. It was
hey,
amazing.
we both have our rosaries on tonight.
Yes.
We are channeling. Hey, Mary, we're channeling you right now.
We love Mother Mary. And I got my Mother Mary right here. I do have that.
I know.
My little...
You got me this.
Yes.
You got me another one. We're not Catholic, but you got me another one in Italy when you were there.
I did. And it was blessed by the Pope. Yeah. We went. It was amazing. But you don't have to be Catholic to like the rosaries or Mother Mary or whatever. Right. And again, I didn't know who Mother Mary was, but my mom even told me when she was going through an exam, or those cameras back in the day, she was in a tube and she was claustrophobic. She thought she was going to die, but she had some health issues. And the pictures that were taken, and they're like she said, I feel like I was getting shot at, just loud. And literally, Mother Mary came to her and calmed her down.
Aww.
And I was like,
how do you know it's Mother Mary? Do they announce themselves?
I didn't at the time. No, I didn't. I was like, oh my God, I just knew I needed to follow her. It was the craziest feeling. And then later I was talking to someone, he said, you know what that is? I said, no. Because I went and sat in this like round room. It was so weird. She's here on my left and a man was to my right. And he said, no, Mother Mary takes you to Jesus.
Did you think you were dying?
No, I just felt like I was with, I was just, it just captivated me. I knew I could trust her. Mm-hmm. I knew I could trust her, yeah. So it was incredible.
Which is why if you have a session with Kimile, if she starts looking off into space...
Looking around. I see energies. I do.
She's speaking to people.
Well, and you are too. You just don't know it.
Speaking to people.
You may have people around you.
I know. Remember that one time we were doing something and you were like,
oh yeah,
there was some Indian, like Native American Indian
around you.
me.
And then you told me you were what's your tribe?
Cherokee.
Yeah, Cherokee.
So we do a lot of stuff on here, y'all.
We're
talk
weird.
about a lot of stuff.
We do witchy weird stuff.
And we got to stop because
You're
before you know it, boom,
we're out.
We talked about
We've saved your life again.
things up your butt.
So,
you two
we
can
gotta find
get
a better
nozzle and a hose
and wrap it in
and a damn bucket.
lubricate. Make sure you lubricate. Lubricate well.
What should we call this one? The last one was the tip of the tampon. This one is the tip of the hose.
Tip of the hose.
Anal
support.
flushing.
We are anal supporting. Yeah, that's right.
All right, we will see y'all next time. If you are brave enough to join us, we can't wait to see you.
That's right. Thanks for listening. Bye.